Welcome to the Technology Solutions for Support Professionals training series. Part 4, Daily Living Supports. This training series was funded by the Oregon Office of Developmental Disability Services, also known as ODDS, and created by Community Vision. Remember, you will need a copy of the Technology Solutions Toolkit available during this video. You may print it out or download it from the training page on the Community Vision website. Throughout this training, there will be opportunities to pause the video for a discussion or an activity. You will be alerted that a pause is coming, then be given some instructions, and finally asked to pause the video. You will then hear the words,
"Pause now."
Let's get started. Here is an overview of Part 4. First, we will explore what daily living supports are. There are lots of solutions that can help someone be independent throughout the day. We will focus on 3 areas of daily living for this training. Next, we will meet 4 people who use supports and see how their personalized solutions help them during their daily activities. Then, your group will be presented with a scenario of a person who wants more independence in their daily routines. You will have a chance to brainstorm together to come up with possible solutions. Next, we will discuss and share examples of when to refer to a professional for selecting tech solutions for daily living. It is a question that support people often ask. Finally, we will share some examples of simple solutions and creative solutions to help inspire ideas. After that, we will share some resources.
Now, let's talk about daily living supports.
What are daily living supports? Anything that helps someone with a disability be more independent with daily activities in their home. Think of all the things you do each day, from the moment you get up to when you leave your house. Think of all the things you do when you get home, before you go to bed. These activities could be cooking, turning on lights or appliances, brushing your teeth, scheduling doctor appointments, setting your alarm clock for the next morning, checking your calendar for the next day, feeding your dog, and more. Wow, we all do so much each day at home. For someone with a disability, there are many tasks that require help from another person. But there are many tasks that someone could do on their own, or with less help if they use technology solutions. Let's see some examples. In the Tech Solutions Toolkit, there are examples of tools and tech starting on page 5. You learned about tools and tech in part 1 of this video series. Let's look at these examples and see which areas fall under daily living supports for completing day-to-day tasks at home. The first page gives examples of things that someone might use every day, such as a wheelchair, communication device, glasses, or a hearing aid. These are obviously areas that are essential to daily life, but for this training video, we will focus on areas that are related to daily routines, self-care, and tasks around the house. Starting at number 10 on the example list, you will see ADLs listed. ADLs stands for Activities of Daily Living. These are self-care tasks that someone does every day. We will focus on these during this video. In addition, we will look at the next area on the page, Smart Home. Smart home technology can help someone be more independent in doing tasks at home, such as turning on lights or appliances. Smart home tech can also help someone plan their day or order groceries. Let's move to the next page where you will see Planning and Time. Being able to plan your day and keep track of time is essential to getting daily tasks done. We will cover this area and give several examples. So, for this video, you will learn about supports for ADLs, also known as Activities of Daily Living, Smart Home, and helping someone with planning and keeping track of time.
In a moment, pause the video for a brief discussion. Have your toolkit printed out or downloaded. Look over the tools and tech examples for ADLs, smart home, as well as planning and time on page 6 and 7. Can you think of other examples of daily living tools and tech that you have seen or used before? If so, share with the group. Also, discuss and share your personal experiences. For example, I use a hands-free automatic soap dispenser in my kitchen. Do you use any of these tools yourself or support someone who does? Do you have a friend or family member who uses any kind of tool or tech for ADLs, smart home, or planning in time? If so, did the tech or tool help? Were there any challenges? Share your experiences and thoughts. Okay, go ahead and pause the video.
Pause now.
Hopefully, your group was able to share some stories of people using daily living supports, and you heard real-life examples. After watching part 1, 2, and 3, I'm sure you remember our Technology Solutions Framework. The framework is a way of thinking about tech solutions. It includes tools and technology, strategies, and how the environment is set up. Tools and tech are great, but sometimes they only get you so far. It's often how you use them that can really make all the difference. This includes the strategies used and how you set up the environment. Let's see some examples. Let's meet 4 people who use daily living supports. Kelsey, Alina, Laddie, and Orlando all use tools and technology. But for some, the real magic happens when the tech is used with certain strategies or when the environment is adapted in some way. First, let's meet Kelsey. Kelsey is 8 years old. She loves watching cooking shows and has recently taken interest in helping prepare her own meals. Her mother was wondering if technology could help, so she contacted a local technology loan library. She also enlisted the help of an occupational therapist. Kelsey and her mom learned that there is technology to help turn on kitchen appliances. In this photo, Kelsey is operating her food processor using a wireless switch. She can blend smoothies, mashed potatoes, and more. Kelsey has a small piece of Velcro on her tray for the switch to attach to. This makes sure she doesn't knock the switch off the tray. It also makes sure that the switch is always in the same spot, which helps her use it more easily. Kelsey startles when the food processor is too close to her, so she prefers that it is placed on a separate table and not on her tray. When her support person sets up Kelsey's technology, there is a note taped to the food processor that says, "Place on table, not my tray." Kelsey is now able to make some of her own food. Her family and support team know the strategies and environmental setup needed to make this successful and enjoyable. The Velcro and note help, but these important tips are also written on Kelsey's tech plan. Let's meet Alina. Alina wants to be more independent in planning her day. She wants to use a smart speaker or a digital assistant such as Siri or Alexa. She wants to be able to ask questions such as, "What is the weather today?" or "What time does the post office open?" Alina was able to test out a smart speaker at her friend's house. Unfortunately, the speaker did not respond to her for a variety of reasons. Her friend explained that she also had a hard time getting the speaker to respond when she first got it. Her friend said she learned some simple strategies to help the speaker respond more consistently. First, she learned to adjust her speech by slowing down when she talked to the speaker. She also practiced enunciating her words more clearly and taking a deep breath before speaking, so that she could speak louder. She made sure there wasn't too much background noise when using the speaker. She would turn the TV off and ask other people to be quiet for a moment. Finally, she made sure her support staff set up the speaker so it was in a central location in her main living area. That way the speaker could always hear her. Alina finally got her own speaker and used these simple solutions as well. The smart speaker understands and hears her most of the time. Next, we will meet Laddie. Laddie has caregivers in his home during the day and enjoys his independence and quiet at night. Unfortunately, his support people would occasionally leave for the night and forget to turn off his lights. Sleeping with the lights on is not easy. Luckily, Laddie was able to test out some smart home equipment through a local technology center. Through his DD caseworker, Laddie got an iPad, an adaptive stylus, a smart plug, and an iPad mount to attach to his bed frame. Laddie was excited once his equipment was set up and everyone was trained on it. He'd also uses some simple solutions for troubleshooting, like remembering to ask for help from his support professional when his smart home setup is not working. Laddie keeps a cheat sheet next to his bed with troubleshooting tips. Some of his support people are more tech-savvy than others. For those less familiar with tech, the cheat sheet is really helpful. It has troubleshooting tips such as reset the router, restart the iPad, check for software and app updates, or tighten the iPad mount with a screwdriver, which is kept in the kitchen drawer by the sink. There are also simple instructions and photos on how to do each of these steps. Now, let's watch Laddie's smart home story in action. The video was made by Community Vision and also talks about different types of smart home technology. It explains some different features of the technology. The video starts and ends with Laddie's story. Let's watch.
Are we ready to get to bed?
Yeah.
It's been a long day, right?
Yeah.
And Superman.
Yeah.
See you later, Laddie.
Bye.
See ya. Hey, I'm done.
Bye.
They forgot to turn off my light again. I wish I could reach my light.
Hello, welcome to our Smart Home Demonstration Room. I'm Carrie Luce, the Director of the Assistive Technology Lab here at Community Vision. Please join us to learn more about smart home technologies that could help people with disabilities be more independent in their homes. Now let's look at some smart home ideas. Before getting started, it's important that you first pick one technology brand that you want in your home. For example, you might choose Apple, Amazon, or Google. There are many ways to control different items in your home, like lights, TV, door locks, music, and other electronics. You can use your finger to touch commands on a phone or tablet. Or you could use a stylus. You can also use your eyes if you have an eye gaze set up on your tablet or computer. Some people use a head mouse or head pointing to make a selection. You can also use voice commands to control items such as a light through a smart speaker.
Alexa, good night.
If speech is difficult, you could use pre-programmed commands on a communication device or with communication software.
Alexa, good night.
You will need Wi-Fi in your home to make all of these smart home options work. Remember, it is important to pick one brand in your home to make sure all of your home items can work together.
All right, Laddie. Well, I'm gonna head out of here. I'll see you later.
Now with my smart home, I can turn my lights off and save money on my energy bill.
As you can see, Laddie is thrilled to be able to turn his lights off at night and save on his energy bill. Hopefully, you also learned a little bit more about smart home technology. Now, let's meet Orlando. Orlando works at a local nursery and loves plants. He's very organized at work. His job coach helped him make task sheets where he can check off all of his jobs and tasks. Orlando was recently awarded Employee of the Month and is very proud. Unfortunately, Orlando knows he's not as organized at home. He's often late to doctor appointments and family events. Once, he forgot his mother's birthday and was so upset. Orlando's support team helped him come up with a planning and time system for home. He uses a large wall calendar for important events each month, like birthdays and doctor appointments. He likes to color code the events. Birthdays are always blue and appointments are always red. Orlando also uses a daily to-do list. He likes this one because it can hang on his refrigerator with magnets, but he can also take it off and write on it. Before he goes to bed each night, Orlando likes to check his calendar and make a to-do list for the next day. His favorite part of using the list is sliding the tabs over to reveal a check mark and clicking the slide into place. Now, let's meet Jaden. Jaden is very social and likes to live as independently as possible. He can do many things for himself, but he's frustrated by weakness in his hands and feels like he's clumsy, especially at home while doing his daily routines. He asked his team to help. Jaden's team completed the Tech Solutions conversation worksheet with him. His case manager then helped put together a tech plan. Jaden and his team decided that finding tech solutions for daily living in his bathroom and kitchen were the top priorities. Let's hear what is challenging for Jaden and help him come up with some possible ideas. First, Jaden often drops his hairbrush and toothbrush in the bathroom. He can't get the toothpaste out of the tube by himself, so his caregiver does it for him. Jaden often knocks over the shampoo bottles in the shower and has difficulty picking them up. In the kitchen, Jaden is not able to use a can opener. He relies on others to do this for him. Chopping food is hard for Jaden. He cannot hold the food with one hand while pressing the knife with the other hand. In addition, soap bottles are hard to pick up and squeeze. Even soap pumps are too hard to press. You may not have enough information here to find exact solutions for Jaden, but fill in the gaps and take a guess. In real life, you would be able to ask more questions. This is just an exercise to help your brains think creatively for tech solutions.
Now, let's work together and find some solutions for Jaden. In a moment, pause the video. First, break up into pairs. Some pairs will work on bathroom ideas and some pairs will work on kitchen ideas. Think about ideas for Jaden and research them online. If your group finds possible product ideas online, read reviews and see what others say. Pick out tech and tool solution ideas for Jaden. Also, remember to think about strategies and the environmental setup. Write down your ideas, then share with the group. Here's the list of Jaden's challenges to refer to while brainstorming and researching ideas. Okay, go ahead and pause the video.
Pause now.
Hopefully, you were able to come up with some creative solutions for Jaden and share ideas with the group.
Sometimes, a professional is needed to help find appropriate tech solutions for someone that you support.
Professionals are needed when safety is a concern, in some complex situations, or when specialized equipment is needed. Let's look at a situation when a professional is needed. For example, if someone needs durable medical equipment, such as a wheelchair or a communication device, then a professional is needed. If they already have their medical equipment but need help getting it to all work together, a professional can help. Another example is if someone would like a mount for their communication device to attach to their wheelchair, or if they would like to use their communication device to control things in their environment, such as a TV, streaming device, or cell phone. Another important time a professional is needed is when there are safety issues around eating, drinking, and swallowing. A professional such as a doctor, speech-language pathologist, or occupational therapist should be making recommendations for any tools or strategies to help in this area. They may order a swallow study or other tests to help come up with solutions.
If someone is able to eat, drink, and swallow fine, and there are no safety concerns identified, then the support team or family can try some simple solutions. Let's see an example.
Here are examples of tools for eating and drinking. If someone is able to eat, chew, and swallow safely, then the support team can often help with these kinds of tech solutions. This could include trying adaptive utensils and serving tools, adaptive scoop plates, or a non-spill cup with a straw. Some simple strategy ideas for mealtime could include being mindful of portion size or how food is presented, which can be helpful for someone who may be overwhelmed with too much food at once on their plate, or does not like certain foods touching each other. Another strategy could be dividing food up onto 2 different plates so the portions are smaller and the food items are more spaced out. A support team could also help with environmental solutions for mealtime, such as creating a calm space for someone if they are anxious or distracted when eating. A clutter-free area with some calming music may help. Another environmental idea is to use good lighting during meal times. This helps with seeing the food and utensils. It also helps with conversation, since we communicate so much through our facial expressions and body language.
As you can see, there are many solutions that don't need a professional. When the solutions are safe and simple, the team and person can give them a try.
Finding solutions is a team effort. Get creative and work together with the person and the team on finding solutions. Use your creativity to come up with ideas. Here are 2 examples. Remember Nancy from part 1 of this training series. Nancy had some weakness in her hands and needed a support person to open this cabinet for her since she couldn't do it on her own. The handles on this cabinet required someone to turn their hand up and pull with their fingers. Nancy could not do this. Her support person used pipe cleaners and duct tape to extend the handles on the cabinet doors so that she could grab the handles and pull out. Now Nancy can open and close the doors on her own. Now, let's meet someone else who also used some creative solutions. Meet Lamar. Lamar is a mobile disc jockey, runs his own business, and is very creative. He and his team came up with ways to enhance his independence at home. Lamar is a wheelchair user and found that he was unable to reach many things in his home, particularly food in the kitchen. His refrigerator and freezer were not accessible for him. His team was able to help him get a smaller, shorter refrigerator with a bottom door opening freezer. Now, he can open the freezer and reach food in the refrigerator. He keeps his items on the middle shelves for easy access. Lamar's team also moved all of his canned and dry foods to lower drawers in his kitchen so he can easily grab them to make meals on his own. Next, Lamar needed to be able to reach for important things quickly and easily, like his neckties for work. His team helped him install a hook on his bedroom door that was low and within his reach. Clipping the ties to this plastic hanger made it easier for him to quickly grab his color of choice for the day. He had them place other hooks around his house that are low and easy to reach. Sometimes, making simple adaptations at home can empower people with more independence. Get creative with the person you support and their team. In this training video, you heard many ideas for daily living supports, and you met several people who shared their stories with you. On page 25 in the toolkit, there's a review of each person you met and a recap of their solutions. Hopefully, this will inspire you to try out some daily living supports with someone you work with.
Before this training series ends, take a moment to reflect on all the areas of tech solutions that you have learned about in Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Has this training sparked any ideas to try with people you support? Is there someone you currently support or supported in the past that comes to mind? Take 1 to 2 minutes and flip through the toolkit examples. Then in a moment, share any ideas with the group. Okay, go ahead and pause the video one last time.
Pause now.
Thank you for participating in this training series. If you would like to learn more about technology solutions, there are some great resources listed in the Technology Solutions Toolkit on page 27. Check them out. If you would like to learn about what technology is funded by DD Services, please check out the Worker Guide for Assistive Devices, Assistive Technology, and Specialized Medical Supplies. This guide was created by the Office of Developmental Disability Services, also known as ODDS. It is located on their website. Many technology items are covered. The guide walks case managers through the funding process. Community Vision has also made a video that gives an overview of the guide. The link to the ODDS website and to the video overview is in the toolkit.
We would like to give credit to an organization called Disabled in Here for some of the photos used in this training. Please check out their website and consider making a donation for their amazing work in celebrating disabled Black, Indigenous people of color,